Not too much on the baby mamas. Oh, I could definitely hear Saw saying that.
Yeah, yeah. Women's POV, a place to be heard. When it's POV, I need a word with my girls. When it's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives. Now, hey, hey, hey. Women, ladies, put the kids to bed and pull up a seat. We don't judge, come up, just say what's up before you speak. Tuesday night, this our night, this might be risky every week. So let your head down, pour the wine up and get ready for the tea. It's a different outlook, trying to find out what is missing. DJ HAMP gon' let you cook to edify and not to burn down the kitchen. Relationships, kids, new women just want, don't judge. Girl, we listening, don't judge. Yeah, girl, we listening, don't judge. Don't judge, listening, don't judge. Cause girls just wanna fight and women just wanna have fun. When women's POV, I need a word with my girls. When women's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives now.
It's a stampede! DJ Ham the Stampede. DJ Ham the Stampede.
Yo, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and tell a friend. Hit that like button right now if you can. That helps the channel the most. DJ Ham the Stampede, we in the building. The women's POV. Shout out to Fo for the flavor that we just introduced. You know what I mean? The panel with and all that. I like it, man. I like it. I like it. What's up with y'all? Callie, what's goody?
Good. I woke up, I was breathing, living life, undefeated.
That's all it take, huh?
Yep.
That's simple, ain't it?
Yep. Gotta make it that way.
What you mean?
Do what you gotta do to make life undefeated. Live life undefeated. Fuck it.
I don't understand.
So a man thinketh so shall he doeth.
That's how that works.
Yep.
All right.
Put him in the fucking bed and get him out of here.
It starts in the brain.
Yeah.
It does.
That's how the church got y'all money now. Say, what's popping?
Hey y'all, hey, what's going on here?
What's goody, man?
Ain't nothing. Still working. The man trying to hold me down, but I'm gonna keep going.
Which one? The orange one, the black one,
Yeah,
the white.
the orange one. I'll try all on, but nah, y'all support the hustle.
Speaking of hustle, man, what we doing, man?
Listen, I am hosting a Bedroom Candy corporate event on Thursday. It's virtual. It's called Coded in Kink. We're talking about makeup and little bondage. Yeah, y'all hit me up for the link.
Put him.
What's the website?
www.thepleasureplug.com. That's what we have over here. Sounds easy.
www.thepleasureplug.fun.
Yes, it.
Is Empress here yet? All right, we'll get Empress on it. You heard? Hey, Saad, we're going to have to do one of these virtuals for Mondays. You know what I mean?
Perfect.
With that.
Indeed. Jalen, what's poppin'?
Hey, y'all. Hey, ladies.
What's goody?
Not a damn thing. Just got off work.
What time is it?
It's 6:34 p.m.
Damn. 6:30 you just get off work?
Yeah. It's been a long day.
What you a freedman? What are you? What are you? Are you? What are you?
Social
Indentured?
worker.
Perfect.
Huh?
Social worker.
Indentured?
I'm an indentured servant, I guess so. Huh?
Jeez Louise. Hold on.
But glad to be here.
That's what's up, man. Damn. Saab was popping.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Hey y'all, I'm here.
Man, what's up with time? You fuck with time or you say just fuck time?
Perfect.
You know,
Put him
I'm
in
a
the
baby
fu-
mama. I had to put my son to sleep.
Put him in.
Perfect.
Talk your shit, man. Well, let's get right into it, man. I ain't hanging out with y'all all night. You heard? I got shit to do. So what's goody?
What's up?
So, come on, Tay. You ain't that thirsty. So, you've been around the conversations that we've been having. You've been around several other conversations as well. You've also been out in the earth, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've been on the internet for what, like 6-8 months?
Yeah,
Like actually tuned in to like discussions like this and such.
that's correct.
When you initially heard people conversing regarding the baby mama, what did you hear initially?
I heard that we was defiled. I heard that we just like some welfare queens. I heard that we money hungry. I heard that we're ratchet. That's just a few.
Okay. Were you taken aback by those thoughts and sentiments?
I was very taken aback. I was like, what?
Now, were you like what because it was untrue or because you never heard it before?
I was taken back because it wasn't like I didn't hear it before, but it was like the aggression and the disdain that came behind it. It was like it was given bottom of the earth. It was given like scum, and it was just like I ain't like that.
You said I ain't like that, or you didn't? You saying you didn't like it?
I didn't like that at all.
You were saying I ain't like that, and you didn't like it, or you saying I didn't like
Yes,
it? Okay.
I ain't like that. I'm not like that, and I didn't like it.
Okay. All right. Hold that thought. Bandita attorney.
Perfect.
I've heard similar sentiments to
I
Saul.
ain't asked you nothing yet.
Oh, my bad.
That's all good.
I thought we was piggybacking on. My bad.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
It's all good. You get comfortable now. So
Not too much on me.
damn.
Put him in the.
So you kind of new around here. Do you know the sentiment or baby mama trope that she's referring to?
Yeah, I do hear it. Especially in like the line of work that I do. But because I'm not a
Internet
mother.
wise though. Internet wise.
Oh, I would say yeah. Yeah,
What's
like you do hear it.
What have you heard on the internet? I know you've been around for what, 3 months?
Something like that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just the term itself, like baby mama, welfare queen, all she want to do is have these kids so she can reap the benefits and things like that. Like those are some of the sentiments that I have heard and that I've seen on like on the internet, on different social media sites.
Okay. So anecdotally in your line of work, what do you come across? I was reviewing today the food stamp stuff, right? And I was looking for videos, right? So I was looking for white women first, right? Just to make sure that's understood, but just the videos, even the news reports, when they just find people at the grocery store. What you doing? I need to get my when you find people in the grocery store, my bad.
Shit sound like double.
When you find people at the grocery store, like the news reports, it was pretty much women, like, even on the news, right? It was kind of hard to find those clips. And they look to be single mothers. What do you find it in the social work system?
I find it's more, I wouldn't say single mothers, but based on like my experience and what I do see day in and day out, I feel like it's more, it is 2-parent households, but it's typically like the mom is claiming that she's living in the household by herself so she can claim those benefits. Because if the father's involved, the father's in the picture, they're not going to give them benefits. Or if they do, it's going to be very like substantially low.
So you're saying they're fudging the paperwork,
Yeah,
essentially committing fraud.
pretty much. Yeah.
Okay. How you know the dad's there?
When I go out to the homes,
What he doing? Just sitting in the kitchen?
either he at work or, he's in, at work. Who knows where he's at, but typically like, the mothers will admit it to me, like, yeah, the dad lives in the home, and I ain't the kind of social worker, like, if the dad in the home, you get the benefits, hey, do your thing. If you get caught up, that's on you, right? But yeah, the parents will inadvertently tell me without even me like probing too much.
Okay.
Shit like that.
Yeah.
Callie, you've been on the internet since AIM. When did you first? What was your initial? When did you hear this baby mama trope?
Since about 2011, 2012.
And what was it? What was being said back then?
Same thing that's being said now.
Like same exact thing?
Basically for the most part. The only thing new that I've heard is that baby mothers are to be used for, as playthings. Like just fuck them and don't take them serious, leave them alone. That's the new thing that I heard as of like within like the last maybe 4 or 5 years.
You're saying recreational use only.
Yes.
What's the why behind that?
Retardation. No, I'm just playing. Because I say retardation because it's kind of like, okay, and then if your pull-out game is weak or whatever like that, now you stuck. But complaining about the same thing that you're supposed to be using for recreation, so now you tied to it. Now it's a headache potentially instead of just recreational use. But what I will say about it is I think that's fucked up.
Wait,
I think that's fucked up.
Well, Callie, you ain't answered my question yet.
Oh, what was your question? I'm sorry.
Why are they for recreational use only? What's the why behind it?
Oh, because they don't want to take on the kid.
So the kid is the reason why they say to stay away.
Yeah, ultimately it'll be the kid, or at least that's what they say. I don't think they want to take the girl seriously in the first place, whether the kid was there or not. But yeah, they say the kid.
You have sons.
Mm-hmm. Tree of them.
3 of them. What's your recommendation to them when they go out in this world and start dating?
Yeah, and get somebody that met you, preferably someone within 3 to 5 years of your own age and that can take care of herself and doesn't have any children. Do it before you turn 30. Find her. I didn't say marry. You don't have to marry her, but at least have an idea or a real serious potential before you turn 30.
Kid or no kid?
Preferably no kid.
Why?
So he's that young. He has time or whatever like that to start his own family.
He's 30.
So I said preferably do that before 30.
Yeah, but we average age. Are you saying marry and start a family, or just have a kid with somebody?
No, I'm saying that preferably if you don't have that person yet, please have that person by before 30 years old.
Okay, but most people get married around 31,
Mm-hmm.
32. So
yeah, that lessens your chances. That lessens your chances if they happen to be past the 30 or whatever like that. Check her out see what kind of family she grew up with, see what kind of relationship she has, or what kind of co-parenting style that she has with the kid's father. All of that shit.
Okay, but why were you recommending no kid though? What's the sentiment behind that?
Because you're young enough and the pool is bigger for people who don't have children before the
Okay,
age of 30.
okay, you're saying that he has options out there that don't have kids, therefore seek those options.
Yes,
Why?
because he doesn't have any kids.
Okay, so
Yeah. So,
well, what does that mean? What's the difference? So she has a kid, right?
hmm
You because I know you remember you mentioning it's a retardation. So I guess my question is, why are you recommending they find a woman without a kid?
no, I said it was retardation to say that they're for recreational use only. And then if your pullout game is weak, now you stuck with your recreation. Like you had no intentions on taking her serious anyway. That's the retarded part of it. That's what I'm talking about. I was talking about that specific archetype.
I got you.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay. But so what are is she a better so a girl that's 25, she got a kid. Is she a
hmm
less desirable option than a 25-year-old that doesn't have a kid?
Wait, say that again. Sorry,
A
I read something.
25-year-old, she has a kid. Is she less
hmm
desirable option than a 25-year-old that does not have a kid?
Yes, everything being one to one, the kid would make it less desirable. Yes,
Why?
because he's coming into a situation that he doesn't necessarily have to. He don't
You
have
s-
to.
so now
Second, the
I
pool is
gotta be on.
bigger.
I gotta be honest with you. You
hmm
skirting around answering the question, like pretty obviously. So I'm asking, all things being equal, with the exception that she has a kid, what makes
hmm
the other girl a better option?
Because she doesn't have a kid. He doesn't have a kid.
What is
They
the
are a
kid?
one to one match.
What about the kid though? What about the kid? What's the difference maker?
The fact that he's not having his own family yet already, he's coming into a situation that is just, he didn't do that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do that. So I'm saying that go ahead and get your match. You don't have a kid or anything like that. Get somebody that don't have a kid.
Okay, so you're saying that the kid is uh
Baggage,
baggage?
Yeah, it's extra baggage.
What's the connotation of baggage?
like not baggage per se, but like whatever you do for that woman, now you have to do for someone else. Like it's just
It's a
not
package
about you.
deal.
And that, yeah, it's a package deal.
So they're telling men don't sign up for that.
I do not disagree with that sentiment,
Okay.
but I feel like where we're at, especially for the men that already have children, for you to feel like you're not going to date a baby mom, like that's crazy. I feel like people who have kids should date people with kids. People who don't have kids, maybe you shouldn't date somebody with kids. But I'm saying you shouldn't have to write them off either.
Well, that's where the rubber meets the road in the conversation. They're saying, why get a woman that has baggage that you know about? Most people have baggage that you gotta discern and work through, and it'll rear his head. This little nigga got a Tonka truck
Right.
or a Barbie doll. So some of these moms, or a kitchen at
It's a lot
Because
or
of
a
the
football.
girl,
responsibility.
it's a lot of responsibility. But then I also feel like it's that whatever the 80/20 is, like, yeah, she got the other kid, but apparently she could be the better option because you're dealing with someone probably that, like, is not even a decent person. Or you have to put up with all this bullshit when, yeah, she has a child, but I don't know.
Well, that's what we're
So I
trying
would
to figure
recommend.
out. We're trying to go slow so we can understand this.
I'm saying
Like,
either way, don't put up with no bullshit whether she got a kid or not.
That's how I feel.
Yeah,
so
so
bullshit and a
I
kid,
wouldn't even.
bullshit without a kid. Because everybody got some shit with them. So that's gonna happen.
No, when we say bullshit, I'm not talking about just regular, dynamics. I'm talking about bullshit.
Like a kid.
We were talking about aside from the kid, Ham. You talking about bullshit with a kid, bullshit without a kid. I'm like, yeah,
Let me ask
no,
you a
no
question.
bullshit.
Okay, I apologize. Let me ask you a straight, direct question. Bullshit
Hmm.
category. Kid go in there.
No, I ain't finna call no kid no bullshit. Now the situation between the two co-parents, that could be some bullshit.
Baggage. Kid go in that category.
Hang on. Yes. Okay, can you take it out for me? Thank you.
Pause. Um. Um. Baggage. Kid go in there.
Baggage, yes, kid go in there.
Baggage have a negative connotation.
Uh, yeah, I would say that's fair.
Coach Tay, I set you up with a dude. I said, listen, he got some baggage, but what's your response to me?
Baggage like what?
Why you offering him? Why you setting him? I heard. Why you setting me up with him if he got baggage?
I mean, we all got baggage, but baggage look different for everybody.
Is
Baggage,
this a carry-on
baggage,
or a check bag?
Yeah,
that,
as a
bag,
person without a kid, I'm looking for a person without a kid.
that
You
baggage, that baggage got a stomach. You heard?
know? Okay, see,
That baggage got a dad.
listen, I
Oh,
won't even let my dog have no puppies. Okay, no, 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 no. We're not doing that.
we gotta. Yo, we trying to understand this, right?
I mean, I was open
Callie,
to it. I was, but I'm off the market now. But I was open to it. I preferred a man without a child, though.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but that part is not. See, that's the thing. It's a false equivalency because let's just be honest about the conversation. We
About
understand the majority allocation of the kids, right? We understand for whatever the reasons are, women have the kids for most of the time. Even when
right.
they say 50-50 splits, it's like 200 days to like 165 days. You know what I'm saying? Like it's still a disparity there even when they say 50-50s, right?
Okay.
And another man calling shots in your house is a no-go to most men. Here's what I mean by this. It's his weekend, right? Let's say it's a casual thing. Everything casual until it ain't. What if he don't show up? Y'all supposed to go on a cheap trip to to DR. The Bahamas a little expensive. Y'all supposed to go to DR from Thursday to Monday. He don't show up. Now he running your house. He got say so in your house. She mad. Now your woman's emotions are tied to another nigga because he want to act like an asshole.
Hmm.
And what if I can't beat him up?
It's even worse.
So I'm asking Callie the why behind it, and I can't seem to get a straight answer. I wish she had some cut water.
Wow.
I got ice water today. Sorry.
I see it. I could tell. Forehead shiny. So I'm trying to figure this out, Jalen. What we doing here? What's the recommendations to
So I
your
use
brothers?
yeah, I guess to answer your question, I think it's because like we know that those kids are gonna come first. Like we're not the priority. That's the
Mm,
issue. And I'm the kind of person like Tay, like I used to be that kind of person. Like I want to date a guy that does not have any kids. However, as I've gotten older and before I met my current partner, like I found that men my age and older are going to have kids. So this is something that's like my reality. But if I find that one out of 10 men that don't have a child, like of course I'm gonna prefer them because I want to be your priority. I'm selfish. I will admit that. Like, I want all my time to be spent with you, and vice versa. Like, I'm selfish as fuck, and I know
Yo,
that about myself, which is why, like, I only dated one guy with 3 kids, and that within his kids were older, and that within itself was just like, no, I can't do this. I tried it, and no.
so what we doing? We gonna tell the truth? Or we gonna keep skirting around the reasons why?
I mean, I said my truth.
I thought we agreed on it though.
Hey, Callie, I'm really looking at that nigga. She really like,
Yeah,
oh well, he don't have a kid, so come on, man. We just gotta be honest so we can get to the next step. You are all right.
yeah.
All right, Callie, hold on. Let me get Lex.
All that
Lex,
other
what's
shit.
popping?
That's not the first thing that came to my brain. I'm sorry.
I got you. Lex from Texas, what's popping?
Howdy, y'all. Good to be here.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Lex.
Hey,
We
Lex.
walking this down slow. You know what I mean? We talking about the dating aspect,
Right.
the pros and cons. She got a kid. You got a son, right?
Yes, a son and a daughter.
Yeah. Well, we ain't talking. Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Hey, hi, baby daughter. Well, the son, right? What's your recommendations to him?
As far as dating a woman with or without kids,
Yeah.
definitely date a woman without kids.
Why?
Because to be 100% honest, unless they just trying to play, I didn't expect to be not with their dad. Like that wasn't the goal. So why would I try to put it out there to you? Like, oh yeah, because no, I don't want that for you. I want you to have what I should have had. Me and your father should have had. So get a woman that don't have no kids. Legacy is important. Choose something to where you could have that legacy continue all in one household.
What's the reason why though? What if you say, "Mom, she cool. She got 2 kids."
Yeah, I'm cool too. I'm cool too. So and I'm declining men without kids. Right now I don't even, that's not even a thought right now for me as far as any person that doesn't have kids. But because that is what I'm recommending, because like real spit, I've had this conversation with the oldest one that this is not where I wanted to be. So I'm not going to put it out there like it's cool. Like, oh yeah, just because it's done doesn't mean that it's meant to be that way. Yeah, you can drive a car with your feet if you want to. That don't make it a good idea. We know how we're supposed to drive. So like, plain and simple. Plain and simple.
Okay. 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 I kind of get it. I kind of get it. What you think so far, Saad?
I mean, I agree 100%. I just I don't know. I feel like, yeah, we understand the cons of it all, but that still doesn't negate that you may be missing out on a good person and a good thing just because. So I agree with the whole conversation. I agree with everything. Like I said, I have 3 boys myself, so I'm definitely not promoting them to find a single mom, baby mom, whatever. But if that is what they stumble upon, don't just push away what could possibly be a good thing just because she had the child. So I wouldn't be like, oh, don't come home with a baby mom. Like, no, make sure that you thoroughly went over everything and make sure it's the best possible thing for you and what looks good for you. Um, but yeah, that's just my 2 piece.
How does he what Lex?
Like I hear what Saad is saying, and it sounds very like political. No, but no.
It's
No,
not political.
it
It's the
is.
honest.
You
It
don't want to
is
miss out.
because
No,
no, I'm not missing nothing because you're probably going to miss out on a good thing because you don't want to date a man with a single without no kids. Because I said the same thing, Lex. I agree with you. I
yeah,
don't prefer a man that does not have children because I do feel like it takes away from whatever he should have.
but you
But
shouldn't
at the end of
preference
the
it.
day,
You shouldn't
no. But
preference
at the end
it
of the
with the.
day,
You might. That's gaslight. You might miss
it's
out
not.
on the good thing if
It's
you.
not. It's not. We have seen plenty of people that have dated a baby mom and they're fine. Like, so no, I'm not
Give
gonna
me an
say that. You could
example.
say it's copping or whatever, but that's
I'm not saying
like
it's happening.
anything. I'm saying, anything that I say, I'm gonna stand on that. And I stand on it. That may, and once again, it may just be me being optimistic, but that's just me. And hey,
Our situation does not change what it is. Like for
I'm
real.
not
Like
saying that. What I'm saying
so,
is,
you don't think
don't
your
just
opinion is biased because you are.
No, my opinion is not biased because what the first thing that I said is I agreed with everything that y'all said, every last part. But what we're
Right.
not going to take away from is that you should just write somebody off because she has a child. Like, no, the
But we
idea
understand.
thing, when we talk about these ideas, yeah, this is how we're supposed to do by the book. Motherfucker, it's 2025. Ain't nobody doing nothing like by the book. So what
Right.
I'm saying is you may miss out on something that could possibly be good just because she have her kid, just because he has a kid. Like that's crazy to me.
No, I'm just saying I don't think
And
that extra part is needed. That's what I'm saying. We all know, like, yeah, you possibly could
it
miss
may
out on.
not be needed, but I'm always gonna preach that because at the end of the day, I don't know who listening. So I never want them to think just because these motherfuckers saying these opinions and these statements that they still can't succeed or they still can't find what they're looking for. So that's just me. But
Yeah, for
yeah.
sure. Like when
No, I feel you.
we was in
I feel
school,
you.
if we they gave us the opportunity to retake the test, I can get 100 on that test after I retake it. But she wasn't gonna give me the 100. I'm gonna get like a 70. I'm gonna get a passing grade because the first time I didn't do it. And here's the opportunity for you to correct it, but it's still not gonna be all the way corrected. You're not gonna get that 100. You're gonna get that passing grade. So that's all I'm saying. Like we've made choices in the situation, and there's going to be effects of that. And I think if we could just get like, we don't have to preface all that. Well, you could miss out on the good thing. Yeah, man, we know that. But at the same time, this is what's like, because you could also miss out on the good thing with one that don't have kids. We know that. So
We don't. At the end of the day, when we say these messages, I don't. You should know how
I
much
know,
people take. You should know how much people take this internet for law. Like you know that. You know
but
that. And
no,
then at the end
So
of the
we
day,
don't
don't
know
like
that
I
one.
don't think I
No, we
don't
do
think
know
you
that.
understand how people say stuff and how it like yeah like I agree with 100% of the stuff that y'all be saying sometimes, but sometimes it's just like the looking down upon a person, it just be crazy to me.
it's
And I
not
don't
looking down though.
it may not be looking down to you, but it just be like I don't know.
So
Uh,
okay, so it just a perception thing. I don't
it's
see it as
just y'all live in
looking
a picture
down.
perfect world. Y'all live in a picture
Right,
perfect world.
right. But
Like
we can.
apparently.
But look, if I could have had things worked out with my children's father, and something else would have went wrong in life, because that's just how life is. But I still, if I could have had everything work out, that's where I would have been. Like that's where I still would choose that.
I agree with that. Like I don't
Yeah, so
understand.
that's what I'm saying. So we don't have to take away from like, oh, you could be missing out on the good thing. Yeah, but she
Do
could
I
have had that good thing still.
no
They
I
could have had that
no
good
I
thing still.
do say that because
You
the
taking it
sentiments that
somewhere
I'm
else,
hearing,
Lex, for real.
the stuff that I'm hearing from these men is literally throw the motherfucker away. So no, I do have to say that. And I do
Okay.
have to make sure that's very freaking clear because that is how it is. So like I don't even know like why we being oblivious. But
I
yeah.
didn't think I was taking a
I feel you, sister.
still there, but
I feel you, sister. That's it. I feel you.
Yeah,
I
and
feel
Saw's
you.
basic problem. Saw's basic problem is is the blanket statements. That's what she's talking about. It's like
okay.
saying everybody who walk in. like you know how you had a thing with Star Trek or whatever like that, the red shirt, you know, if he got on the red shirt, he gonna get killed before the episode over with. You know, shit like that. That's what she talking about.
That show.
Well,
Or was it the blue shirts?
well, I
Yeah,
guess.
red shirts are officers.
Well, let's
Anyway.
discern the blanket comment because the blanket is kid. We've agreed kid equals baggage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like a dishonest blanket statement. It's kid and kid equals baggage, right? We literally agreed on that. So
Mm-hmm.
if they're telling men or young men to avoid women with baggage, if kid equals baggage, does the blanket statement not hold?
No, it doesn't hold
Okay.
because they're saying woman with kid equals baggage. That's what we're saying right now. But what they're saying is kid, woman, kid, baggage, ghetto, ratchet, money hungry, ghetto. Like that's the other stuff to the blanket statement.
Right. Basically, throw her away. That's basically
Yeah,
what they
they're
saying.
just not saying, oh, she has a kid. That's extra, that's an extra mouth to feed. You're not gonna get attention. They're saying, fuck all that. It's because the bitch ghetto. It's because the motherfucker's on welfare. It's because the baby she wants the child support check. It's saying because she outside twerking at a red light.
So you're saying it's like stereotypes that come with being a quote unquote baby mom.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
It's definitely the stereotypes that come behind being a baby mom.
Okay.
Okay.
Automatically assuming that the boy is or the kid is bad. You know what I'm saying? All of that shit.
Yeah, most
Yeah.
kids are bad though.
But we the
You know
only,
what I'm
like,
talking
I don't
about.
even want to make this like a race thing, but I feel like we're the only one that say baby mama. Like it's always negative, but like other cultures, they could be a baby mom, but it's like, oh no, they're just a single mother.
So the verbiage matters too.
Everything matters to me.
So if the brother's left to that, listen, she has a child by another man. That's an entire responsibility as long as you attach to that woman, right? You cannot avoid that, right? We would hearken you to listen to the word of don't put yourself in that situation. That's fair.
That's 100% fair.
But you're saying it's, yo, that's a kid, which is your responsibility, which people would argue is a liability, right? On top of that, she got that nigga on child support. On top of that, she didn't know how to choose properly, so she chose a nigga that didn't even want her. On top of that, why would you want her if the baby father don't want her? On top of that, on top of that, on top of that. And that's the part you take
Exactly,
issue with.
exactly how you said it, brother.
Okay, 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 okay. What if I told y'all I never seen this before? Like I've never seen men in the earth like not date women with kids. Like growing up, I never seen it. Like I never
I,
seen like men be like, oh, I ain't fucking with her.
I
Right?
never seen it either.
I've
Yeah,
never
like
seen it with younger
we
men. It's
never
usually
had the
older men.
conversation. But when we have the conversation, the sentiment in terms of the kid itself being a liability and such seems to be pretty factual, right? It's not your kid, so just things, right? Kid want his daddy, right? You taking care of him. I had a clip, but I lost it. I don't feel like looking for it. But he's like, yo, so I got this girl a car and da 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 da, right? And she's like, yeah, I made a will and I left my car to my daddy. He's like, I bought you that car, right? You know, but she's like, well, but yeah, you know, John, right? He's like, he been with her since she was like 8. She's like, she about to graduate high school. He got her a car and everything. So then she riding down the road, car break down. She called John. He like, oh, the car I bought you, you left it to your dad and da 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 da. And he said, call your fucking daddy and hung up the phone.
Damn.
But I've heard that sentiment. You know, I've also seen the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
So I haven't seen it overwhelmingly like growing up and shit like that. But I can understand why they could say that, and they leave it at the kid is a liability. Would that be acceptable?
I can see that.
Yeah,
You would accept that?
hundred
your
percent.
your biological kids are a liability. It could be argued that
No.
as well.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
just
saying?
imagine that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
So
Remember it growing up though, him like my mama had boyfriends. So guys were still dating her even though she had kids.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
I've
I've
seen it.
seen it with older men, but I haven't seen it with younger men. But
Yeah,
definitely
older,
saw it with older
definitely
men growing
older,
up.
definitely older for sure. Like a little bit older, but around the
Hmm.
way, it's like niggas expect her to have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like in particular demographics.
Yeah.
So let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask Lex. How did those stereotypes get associated with baby moms? Let me read these real quick.
Yeah.
Chocolate Goddess with the $5. In my opinion, men without kids shouldn't date women with kids because moms don't allow the new guy to discipline and structure the household. Any thoughts on this?
I've never seen that in real life, but I have
I'm
heard
about,
it.
I'm about to say I could definitely agree with that. I've seen it.
Yeah, they were.
Um, for my brother
Yeah,
and
for,
his ex-wife. Yeah.
yeah. If you can't discipline the kid, fuck that.
Yeah, it's pretty much a wrap.
I agree to that.
And I guess I need y'all to speculate. Is this more likely to happen or not to happen?
More likely because the
I
kids is
feel like
more.
it's yeah. I'm about to say I don't want to say it, but I feel like it's more likely to happen, unfortunately.
Damn.
The way that y'all say these relationships is going, I'd have to say more
Yeah.
likely,
Yeah.
because if we having a hard time getting along within a relationship, just think about how that relationship is dealing with a kid and
Mm-hmm.
y'all ain't even together.
Yeah. Son Kid. Shalom. Mike Brown been a member for 28 months.
Perfect. Perfect.
He said multiple kids, multiple fathers. You are typically the third option in the relationship. Kids come first, hubby second, in a perfect situation. And with the $2, are they about to have a red pill awakening? Zeke, what up?
What up, buzzing, bird, flip a dozen,
Uh-huh.
holla at your boy, you thought your cousin was.
Perfect.
My Akazika Ben Israel gifted 10. This might be risky memberships, man. Whoever got blessed with one, please maintain it. And say thank you. Rebecca, salute.
What up, buzzing, bird, flip a dozen, holla at your boy, you thought your cousin was.
Salute to Rebecca in the building, man. Gifted one. This might be risky membership. Whoever got blessed with one, blessed with it, please maintain it. Tiffy, salute to the renewal.
Perfect.
And Tone became a member in the earlier show today. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, man. So, how did these stereotypes get associated with baby moms? Is it?
Because of the projects.
Go ahead. What you mean?
Because of the projects. And you see baby mamas in the project, so all the ghetto shit or whatever like that gets lumped onto the person that's predominantly in the projects, dealing with the people that are causing the ruckus in the projects. So yeah, it's just a bunch of project shit, bunch of ghetto shit, and you just dump most of it, 75% of it, on one archetype.
Do the projects prove the point?
For
Like,
the
is it?
projects.
Well, is it loosely is it using a project as a scapegoat, or do you see it in the projects?
No, they just take the worst example and then just put that on everybody.
I think it's tied to because the stereotype of a single mother is tied to those other things like food stamps and assistance and things like that. And usually, if you're staying in the projects, you're getting those assistants. So, and you can't get those assistants with the man in the house. So, I mean,
But we are seeing it
someone big
though.
circle.
And that's what
We
I was
are
about to
seeing
say,
it. Just because
Jalen.
you live
And
in the
that's
projects don't mean that you don't get like food stamps or any benefits, to be honest.
No, but that's what I'm saying. A
That's
lot.
true.
That's what it's linked like that blanket statement.
Yeah,
They're
that's
going to
where
automatically.
Oh,
the
and we need to stop
stereotypes come
saying
from.
without the man in the
But
house.
now
We're gonna say we don't meet the income limits.
it's
It
also
ain't
even
it
same
ain't
sex
because it's an
couples too. It's
XY.
not even like a man. It's like if you have another
Right.
person in the household that makes money, like
Yeah,
Right.
but the same. That's now. But the foundation of it when it
for sure.
started.
Yeah,
Was very short lived in comparison to how long that we've had those government benefits.
yeah.
Let's just
Yeah,
let's
I
stop
think,
promoting that bullshit.
And let's
I
be real,
think,
like it started with black women, but now it's across all races.
hold on, right? Because I think
Well,
we have to
let me
be,
backtrack. Yes.
I think we have to be a little bit more honest about the conversation about how the implementation of the law is different from what's written down.
Mm.
There's a whole lot of things that are often skewed and said to people who are laymen to get them to sign paperwork, right? So gerrymandering wasn't a thing before they named it, but it was happening. Redlining wasn't a thing before they named it, but it was happening, right? People were able to apply to things, but they wouldn't accept them for various reasons, right? So when we look at this and we look at the older people, when we watch those clips and they say like he gotta leave, right? Because remember the women are sitting on the couch saying he had to leave, he couldn't be here because XYZ. Because when people come into those houses, if it was a systematic thing, then it'd be written down as one thing. But when I communicate it to you, I'll say, now look, if he's not here, if he's not in your house, you can get an additional X, right? And so we just got to be honest about like how things are implemented, even though they may be written a particular way, you know. So if, like Jalen said, you can get substantially more without that second person, without that second income. And then do people want to run the risk of being denied by putting two people on it, two functioning adults?
Yeah, you don't.
Yeah.
That's an easy
So,
decision. You don't put them on the paperwork.
mhm. But I mean, it's just
Hell,
a
I did
lot
that
that
shit.
goes into it, right? And how people edify you. Have you guys ever seen the movie The Accountant?
Mm-mm.
No.
It's with what's the dude that was Jennifer Lopez twice?
Ben Affleck.
Yeah. So in The Accountant, essentially, he's like, damn, he got a tax burden. He's like, but if you guys use your home office, right? He's trying to tell them what to write. If you go 600 square feet and do this, it'll save you $10,000. So they're like, oh yeah, our basement is office, right? Like this is how shit
Mm-hmm.
actually works, you know. Um, so Callie says it's just the project, it ain't the conduct. How do you get into a circumstance in which that happens? What? Sal, let me ask you a question. You know, the sentiment is always like, why'd you lay with that man? Why'd you sleep with that man? You selected the baby father.
hmm
What's your thoughts about that? You ever hear that all the time? You picked them, you selected them. What's your thoughts
Yeah.
about that?
Um, I don't feel like people go into like the real ins and outs. Like, so for me and my anecdotal experience, like I understand why I had picked the men that I picked and the shit that I was going through in my life. Um, and how it had a lot to do with like childhood trauma and just like not being aware and not having like um people even just sitting down with me and having like certain discussions, about sex or like what to look for in a man. So like I understand that. So it's like, yeah, you do pick these men. As far as like being an adult, you do pick these men, but it's like motherfuckers are conniving, motherfuckers are chameleons. People will pretend to be someone and then unfortunately, I guess your discernment wasn't there or they just was who they was and you ain't see it, but it happened, unfortunately.
Do you think that it's women just doing what they wanted to do, or being hoodwinked by a man?
I don't want to say hoodwinked by a man. Um,
Like, do you think you just laying down, smashing, get pregnant, had a baby? Like, do you think that
Depending
like
on the circumstances, I think it could be where she at in her life. I could say it could be a level of being naive. But then shit, I'm trying not to have two answers, but on the other hand, it could just be like she wanted to do what she wanted to do.
I
Yeah, I
mean,
don't think there's any one archetype of woman like
yeah,
that.
but
You know what
let's
I'm
let's
saying?
let's let's have a let's make sure that when we talk, we talking about the majority. Like, sorry,
The
when I was
majority, okay. I'm sorry.
go ahead.
So for the if we talk about the majority, I feel like the majority honestly fell in love with a man and wanted this whatever this Disney fantasy that we have, and it didn't work out.
Okay,
So
okay.
maybe a little hoodwink.
So you think most of the women wanted a relationship and got pregnant, and the man didn't want a relationship?
I would like to say most of them.
So is that you think they were hoodwinked, or you think they had unagreed upon expectations?
It was more so the unagreed expectations. Okay, so I see where you're going here. Um,
Well, no, I'm asking, like, what you think it is? Like, are these relationships that fell apart? You think, or because
I
the
would like to
sentiment?
believe
Go ahead.
it's no finish this sentiment because I think I need
Well,
to hear this out
well,
further.
the sentiment is simply that the women are responsible for choosing. You think
Yeah, I
so?
think majority, yeah, I do think so. Because we do get caught up sometimes, like but
Caught up. What's caught up? Like, you like them?
yeah, we like I feel like sometimes like we like to believe it may be more than what it is, or the one turn out to be more than what it is, and it ain't.
Do you think, Coach Tay, Bandita specifically, y'all two, y'all make yourselves believe this shit?
Which part?
Well, kind of outside of having a baby, just you know, leveraging the vagina, maybe to get him to have a relationship, or he ain't telling you nothing. You got a whole bunch of thoughts in your head, but you're not communicating them. But because he bring Chinese food over when he giving you penis, then you think it's more than that. Like, are y'all telling yourselves this, or niggas just like really gassing y'all up? Like,
Like are we being misled? Like we're being misled. Is that what you're saying?
yeah, like and then we be old with it too. Like still talking that. Like come on. And this is like kind of apart from the baby mom, just like the sentiment of like niggas is out here like fucking Darkwing Duck, like talking y'all out y'all draw, like you know what I'm
No,
saying?
I think we give
Yeah,
the guys too
no,
much credit. I think we giving the guys a little too much credit
yeah.
because
Hey,
niggas ain't smooth to be just like we making these decisions. We are dropping these draws. Is what I'm saying. We laying down. We choosing them. And yeah, that's just what it is. And it's okay. Like it's not okay, but I mean it's okay to say so. It's okay to say so. Like we can talk about
Yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
I
saying. We
don't know.
trying to get the truth out of this stuff.
I've heard too many niggas, and these niggas speak for majority of niggas. I've heard too many niggas talking about some they got a lot to kick it.
But here's my, and I'm saying but on purpose. Here's the thing. Do y'all think niggas lie?
Hell yeah.
So it's moot. So if you think about this, if you literally know that women know, right? Because y'all don't believe, y'all know niggas lie. That
Well, we know
can't be the
now.
game. Nah, you niggas
No,
old as
no, you
hell.
don't. No,
So,
I'm saying like
but
you
you know it
learn that
then,
niggas
no,
lie. You don't just
no.
know that niggas lie. You learn that niggas lie.
But here's the thing, Callie. If we being 100% honest, you know that niggas lie, right?
Yeah,
Because
now.
here's the
We're
thing.
choosing to believe them. We're choosing to believe them.
Because think about this. After the first nigga lie, and your friend tell you that nigga lied, and your other friend tell you that nigga lied, you don't get to wear the jacket of I've been bamboozled. That's not how that works. We
No, that's
gotta
why I
be
said.
honest about it, right?
No, that's why I said you learn that niggas lie.
Yeah, one penis should give you that. But like, how many penises you have? Like, okay, they really lie now. Like, is that come on? Like,
No,
what's the?
I told you only get so many times to bump your head.
But that's
Like,
the other thing. We be
I'm
talking
not.
at
I'm not
people.
talking about.
We
Oh,
be
go
talk.
ahead.
We got friends and all that. Like, right? Like, yo, don't use that because that shit not gonna go how you think it's rusty. I mean, it's just a lot of shit, man. Why this don't
Not
work like
rusty.
that? I was thinking about some other shit. I
But
seen
y'all
I seen
be,
Omar in the
y'all
chat. I
be,
seen Omar in the chat. I started thinking about like, you
that's
know what I
the
mean?
chat hamp.
It's like,
yeah,
yo,
because
like yo, the so like what is it? Like come on, y'all. I'm
I
asking
think
for
we like
y'all
to
help.
believe that men don't lie, but deep down inside we know that. And
yeah,
we
like
try to
Like to
Hold
believe.
on. Bandita attorney.
no, I was just saying like
Deep
I
down
think
inside, is that pun intended?
no no
All right, now let me
no.
call the bandit now. Watch it.
No, I think we like to think that men don't lie or the man that we're dealing with doesn't lie. Um, and we try to, I guess we try to convince ourselves in our heads that like he's not lying to me. Like but everything that he said or things that he has done has proven that he's lying. And if you describe it to your homegirls, whatever, your homegirls can categorize and be like, oh yeah, like he's lying to you. And you're just like, no, like you're blind to it pretty much. Like you try to push
Wait
off
a minute.
the red flags and turn them into green flags.
Hang
no,
on.
that's a little
Uh, the,
delusion.
the,
That's why I said last
no.
week. It's we be having that little delusion, like we know the nigga
Hey,
lying,
I
but we want to still feel like
saw
sometimes,
Wait.
depending on what it
I thought.
is.
I thought you don't. Yeah, I thought you ain't supposed to talk to your homegirls because they some haters and they want to keep you single.
I don't know what
Mm,
y'all do. I think y'all talk to y'all homegirls.
I don't think we need
No,
to do
I
that
was told don't listen to them.
on a man.
So
Yeah, that don't mean y'all don't
you
listen to
know,
them. That don't mean that y'all don't not listen to them. That just mean
all
nigga
right,
said don't listen
I'll,
to them. That's all.
I'll stick that one in my back pocket for later.
Hey, because guess what? Callie, do you listen to your homegirls?
Yes.
Over with. Okay then. So
Yeah,
niggas
but
is
that's
saying and y'all still do it. That's all.
no. That's assuming that I actually take in what these niggas be saying, all of it, and I don't.
I don't know. You listen to your homegirls just like every other woman on this panel.
I listen to my man.
Oh, okay. Now maybe I understand that. But
Now, yes.
yeah, who else y'all gonna talk to? Nigga don't want to hear that shit. Yo, this what I want to say to y'all. Y'all being not y'all. I don't know how to say this. What it's gonna sound. How it's gonna sound.
mm-hmm.
Y'all make women sound pitiful.
Oh, this is crazy.
Real shit. And I'm saying y'all because y'all up here, but I'm talking about POV, like just like women like delusion, can't see the forest through the trees. Like y'all don't have this insight, intuition. None of this shit works. Y'all can't communicate. Y'all over emotional. Y'all can't think. Niggas is talking you out your drawers and your sneakers. Like I don't know if we hear it, but this shit make like women look crazy. Where it's always his fault because this nigga could talk good. So his penis go inside your body. That shit make y'all sound crazy to me.
Okay, well,
Um,
everybody's supposed to be perfect.
But see, even that, right?
All knowing.
That's an
To be
insane
all
deflection.
knowing.
But see, that
It's not.
deflection, well, that deflection doesn't even merit. That's not even a response. What I'm saying. I'm saying, listen to what we say. This shit sounds crazy. Every time it's time for a woman to make a better decision, that nigga talked to her to the point where she made a bad decision. Like, it's not about being perfect. It's about all the stuff that y'all say about women. Y'all can't communicate. You over emotional. You got talked out your drawers. All this stuff is happening. And I'm just listening. Like, though, do you hear how we look? How y'all make women look? Real shit.
Yeah, make us look human. Like, what do you mean?
Mm,
Human
it make us-
beings that
we can't take
like
accountability
that.
for anything. That's
Well,
what
You said what's that?
no.
it makes us look as though we can't take accountability for anything. I've said that before. I still mean that.
Or
Yeah.
maybe it's a
I don't want to say
situation.
that
I mean, I
because
don't want to either. That's the thing. We don't
no,
want
I'm
to.
okay. So let me take that back. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Because I feel like we do take accountability. I just feel like it don't look good, but this is the POV, so we got to take accountability. But
It don't feel good. It doesn't. It don't feel good to me either. But it
it's not even about feeling good. I'm just a little confused because it's like, yeah, I understand it may not look good, and these are like character flaws, but it's not like we all have these like these character flaws all at once. Like, yeah, everybody has fucking character flaws. Like, I'm confused.
It's
Like,
we're all growing. We're all learning from this. That's what I'm saying. But the important thing is being able to have the conversation about it. And you can't talk about it if you don't acknowledge it's there.
well, no,
That's
I acknowledge that it's there, but I'm just
Nobody said.
confused with the sentiment of how I know it looks like to what Hamp said. Like, I know it looks crazy, but I mean, like, that's the fucking reality of things. So I'm a little confused.
Like
I'm
there's
just
no room to breathe and learn from mistakes. You're just not supposed to make them.
well, that's not true. Because I don't think that's what I mean, no
yo.
one up here is
No,
perfect.
because
And we've never said that. It's always been, hey, let's talk about it because this is something that's important. Everybody needs to hear. We need to make sure the premise is like that's all we're
mhm.
saying. That's
Right,
it.
right. And then when we do it, it's y'all making yourself sound crazy. Y'all don't have no accountability. Y'all don't have no
Oh,
discernment.
we
Where's this
do
witness
though,
intuition that you're supposed to be
we
talking about
do.
and all that kind of stuff like that? Right. So if
So
if we're up here readily admitting that these are things that we had to learn from, and then to get admonished the fact that we had to learn it, you know what I'm saying, at the same time, and then get tagged with the jacket, you guys just don't want to take accountability. That's kind of crazy.
Well, I'm gonna say this real quick because we were talking about baby mamas. Ain't no nigga talked me out of my drawers and I got pregnant by him. Like, that's the realest thing ever. I have one. My children are by the same man. I was with that baby for over a decade. Like, we're even working on our relationship, getting better because we have zoned it. Well, he is finally zoning in on the fact like we still got to take care of these babies. I don't want our children to be like us. Let's do what we can to minimize whatever effects it's going to have because of this. But nah, like no nigga, like as far as baby mamas and all that thing, like ain't no nigga talk me out of my drawers that I'm pregnant by or that I got pregnant by. I got pregnant by one man hit. Look, it was a long time. I was with that one man, so I don't see that. I don't want that to be the excuse of pregnancy. Like,
no,
oh, you
I'm not. I don't think we're saying that. It's just like we're not going to negate that. Unfortunately, it is people out here, quote unquote, like him said, getting hoodwinked. I guess I don't know. That feel like they're getting hoodwinked. That's being naive, although they shouldn't be naive.
well, they're getting
That doesn't
hoodwinked
have the
and they're getting
discernment.
pregnant. They're getting hoodwinked and they're getting pregnant. Because the it was about baby mama, so I don't see the point of touching on getting hoodwinked and you didn't get a baby out of it when we're supposed to be talking about baby mamas and that thing right there. So
Yeah, girl, I'm not going. Yeah, girl, I'm not going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be us and all this kind of shit like that. And
yeah,
then,
Hey,
oh,
and
hey,
that
then
the
Callie,
something
hey,
came back
Callie,
and
you
it's
have
just
a
like, whoop.
you. Hey, Callie, you have a tendency to give bad advice.
How? What advice did I give right now?
What you're doing is enabling, right? So I'm saying women are better than that, right? You replied with women aren't perfect, right? But nobody alleged that. But what I'm talking about is the intelligence factor, right? To where you should have the discernment to see this, especially after the first or second or third time, right? But then
Yeah.
you detract from my point by saying, "Oh, they got to be perfect." Nobody said that, right? And we can't continue to say hoodwinked after several times or several years, and not to mention women talk to each other. So you're gathering information along with putting your hand on the stove, right? And so now when
Yeah.
you give, when you reply like that, people think it's okay. This isn't really happening, and don't think they have to switch or change their behavior.
Well, then they weren't listening when I said you only get so many times, and I'm with you when it comes to like all the, 4 or 5 times, 6 times, 7 times. You know what I'm saying? I already said this before I even started on my little thing.
I think it's, I
I
guess
said you
it's
only get,
not. It's a little. I just wish that part was a little louder because we ain't doing well, right? So like,
but
if you take me or if you take you even as an example, right? All praise to the Most High, right? You were able to kind of move in a linear way, but to be outside and still telling people, "Yo, you ain't perfect," but that's all they hear. So you should be getting hoodwinked, bamboozled, run amok, run it, led astray, right? That should be happening. People ain't hearing it fully because they default
no,
to what makes them comfortable. You know what I'm saying?
no, I'm not saying that. Yeah, you're gonna be hoodwinked and everything like that. What I was replying to was the sentiment that you don't get hoodwinked. That's what I was replying to, because we were
No.
talking about you learn these things or whatever like
Mhm,
that
mhm,
through experience. That's when you learn that people lie
mhm.
based off of your experiences,
Keep going.
shit like that.
But these are 40-year-old women talking like this.
I ain't talking. Yeah, I ain't talking about 40-year-old women talking
Well,
like that.
how old is
That's not what I.
okay?
Yeah, you're supposed to be learning this shit in your 20s, preferably starting in high school. But the relationships get more serious after you graduate high school because now you're an adult and all that kind of shit like that. But yeah, you're supposed to be learning this shit early, not
Yeah.
rather than later.
Yeah. I'm just like, damn, women can't be the most enrolled, most educated, and then a nigga that can talk well go get to put his penis inside her body. Like these things just can't go together. Like they just can't go together.
Fact though, it's a fact.
See what happens.
De facto. So I just but in terms of the tropes, right? Um damn man. It's like the baby mama does wear a lot of jackets. Let me ask y'all a question. You see these great superstars, right? Football players, athletes, you see they usually with their mom. You know what I'm saying? Are they making it because of their mom or in spite of their mom?
I don't think, um, well, because a lot of them that I see, they always giving thanks to their mom. So
Okay.
they're doing it for their mom. Um, because, and they all seem to have that same story. I see my mom work so hard and do all this other stuff. So I would like to think it's, for their mom.
Well, yeah, no, I think they do it for their mom, which that's kind of a different combo. But do you think they're making it because of her or in spite of her?
I think a lot, well, that's still the same. I think they're making it because of her, as far as they say it a lot, as far as all the work that they put in.
Okay, so
Like,
you think
especially
they
at
making it because of their mom?
yeah, because like and that's Xavier Worthy. I just saw it on IG. He's part of something in Kansas City, and I thought it was like single mom or something. Like it's a thing that they got going on. But he come from a single mom, and you a lot of times by yourself working hard and putting your children through, because look, hemp, it's expensive as shit putting them through all them camps and stuff like that. Like, so I think they probably do it a lot for their mom, because especially if their mom has invested into them so much.
I know they do it for their mom. You think they,
Well,
they make it
I think
because
it's
of
a
their
little
mom?
bit of both.
Hold on, stop.
Oh, sorry.
Just walk this down because I'm not going to accept the both answer anyway.
yeah, no, I don't.
Go ahead.
Not all the way. I don't think because they're the ones out there in that field and still got to go in that gym, and work out and stuff. But I think it's a motivational factor. It's a motivation.
Motivation. Do you think that mom gets them to camps and all this other stuff? Like, what do you think? The majority of them, think they make it because of mom? I know there's a breakdown, right?
Yeah, because it's so hard for me to think like exactly because of her, because they still the one out there on that field, and if they get drafted or whatever, it's them out there. But I don't want to disregard that mom has invested, or she's running to get him to the practices or doing whatever.
Yeah, I hear you talking through it. Answer the question.
Because I can't 100% say it's because of that.
I'm not asking for 100%. I'm asking for majority minority, because we know kids will make it in spite of, kids will make it because of. But what do you think about most?
Majority, no, it's not because of, not the majority.
Think it's in spite of the mom?
Get them.
No, I don't think it's in spite either. Well, hold on.
Hey, why don't you go ahead and mute? I'll come back to you. All right?
You get on my nerves. Yep, I'm a mute.
Bandita, what you think?
Yeah, you're going to have to come back to me too, because I'm having a hard time. I think it's a mix of both, but I know you say you're not going to.
I don't disagree, right?
Yeah.
But I'm looking for right, because are you saying for athletes it's a mix of both, or for one athlete it's a mix of both? So you're saying he's making it both because and in spite of his mom at the same time? Is that what you guys are trying to say? Because I'm saying there's athletes. I know that there's a percentage of athletes that make it because of their mom, or her being a single mom, and then there's a percentage of athletes that make it in spite of their mom because she's a single. Right? There's
That's what I'm saying. It just depends on where you're coming from.
So where's the percentage lies? What I'm asking.
Yeah, I honestly I don't know. I don't have an answer.
Can I answer now? I got it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Because I had to look it up. I was like, because a lot of times in spite is like put on like negative. So without being, it says without being affected by a particular factor mentioned. So I would say they are making it in spite of, based off of just what I'm reading. Because if mom probably be the same if she was married, still possibly running him to the practices, still doing all this other stuff. So yeah, in spite of.
Okay. What you think, Coach Tay?
I'm gonna give it like 75-25, because
75 what?
Like, in spite of. 75 in spite of. Because if you're a single mom, you at work. You ain't doing all this whatever y'all talking about. You at work. You're a single mom. You are at work. Well, at least that was my experience. I don't know how it is for the pro athletes, but my mama was at work.
Yeah, we agree that the majority do it for moms. I'm separating that out. All right, even though that's a conversation in itself, honestly. Right.
Mm-hmm.
But in spite of, and like you were saying, there's a reason. The want or desire we can't determine, but we know that her ability to do and not do, right? Hence the term from Cali generation, latchkey. Why? She working, whatever the case is. Kids got to fend for themselves. Yeah. Coaches do a whole lot of picking up and dropping off. Like that's a lot of that. And mom come in the house, right? She don't be there. My kid's going through the garage, or he going through the back door, right? Because you got to drop off at least 6 to 7 kids after practice times 10 coaches. What you think, Saul?
Yeah, I would say in spite of.
You would say in spite of? Callie?
Are we saying in spite of, like she's doing things to hinder progress? Because that's like immediately what my brain goes to.
So what it'll be is, Callie, I don't think there's so here's what I'm saying. I don't think there's malicious intent, but like for instance, Saturday practice, we probably had in our football team we had like 90 kids, right? 20 of them can't get to practice because they don't have a ride. because mom might at work. You know what I'm saying? I'm just, you know what I mean? So it's just shit like that. Like not even like she don't want the boy to play, you know. But
Yeah.
did you guys see the boy Makai that was up here? I don't know if we do so many shows. I don't know if you could recollect, right? But his mom been to 3 football games since I think 4 since he was a kid, right? He's like a Gatorade Player of the Year level kid. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all know what that means, but the best player in the state, they picked that person. And this is Maryland. You got 5A ball, like, 5,000 kids in these schools. Montgomery County, richest, one of the top 3 richest counties. So, they got resources. PG County, richest county for black people, right? His mom been to 4 or 5 games. But he say he love his mom. Y'all heard him if you go watch back the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not a minority example, especially in these demographics.
Yeah, I was about to say it's like that with my daughter with Ben. Her director had to drop her off sometimes because I be at work. So when you made that example, I'm like, all right, I get it.
Yeah, see, people think when you're saying it's like it gotta be so malicious, like she don't give a fuck, Now there's a couple boys where she ain't give a fuck, but a lot of times she don't have the allotment of time to be there,
Yeah, and I was just saying, it puts us at a disadvantage, or it puts, you're coming from a place of disadvantage because you don't have that needed support because their parent got to be out getting their bread, So no matter which it is, most of the time it's the mother, but yeah, you got to do your work.
I'm ignorant as far as like how it goes with like, funding it and everything like that, right? Because I know it costs money for sure, but I'm just ignorant as to I don't know how much the actual coaches are putting in versus, the parent and all that kind of stuff like that. But, because of that, I would have to say probably I'll give it 60-40.
Where's it 60?
60 in spite of, just because of the actual labor of it, shuffling and everything like that, how you guys described. And I would say
Yeah,
40.
it's laborious, like getting kids to and fro. And another thing, the kids, the best kids, like 5 stars, 4 stars, they don't pay for camp. The camp want them there, right? You got 5 stars at the camp, you make everybody else pay around them. Like the top schools, like if you won the championship, when you go to 7-on-7 camp, like tournaments, you want the top school to be there because people want to play them, so they don't pay, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now let me ask y'all, because there's an association with this. The prison populace, IEPs, right, Callie? Am I going down the right road? Based on the sentiment, these people also come from single mother-led homes. Are they there because of their moms, or in spite of their mom?
Depend on what's on that IEP. But I don't know.
That's a hard one.
I don't know.
Because I feel like it comes from miseducation and not knowing, so I would have to put it on the mom.
You will put it on the mom
Mm-hmm.
if her kid end up in prison?
My bad, so
Yeah, no, because I don't know, because that's so hard because it's like these people are still their own individual person. So I could have done everything that I needed to do and they still, go down the wrong route. But if it's because of me not being able to do better and get out of certain situations like the hood and stuff, um, I will put it on her.
Yeah, if my son went to prison, I'll blame myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's the right thing.
I think that's the human thing, but it's not the right thing because we make our own decisions.
Yeah.
But I think it's in spite of even on that, in spite of you can still go to prison. I think that there's a lot of other factors that they tie into that, and we know how numbers can be skewed, but we don't. Yeah, those numbers can be skewed because we know the same thing happens, and that's why I can say I can understand how you could blame yourself as a parent, because there's parents that are blaming themselves for the ones that went up and shot up a school, and they came from a two-parent household. So,
Mm-hmm.
it's in spite of on both sides, in spite of whatever reason they're there, and so. But it makes, especially as a parent, if you know that you busting your ass and doing all this stuff, yeah, you gonna blame yourself to some extent, but it's still in spite of all what you did, they still got there. Lived in a good neighborhood. What's the dude in Texas now? They got the case going. I think they're in trial, right, for boy that stabbed the other boy. Yeah, in spite of all what they did, he in a good neighborhood, football, all that, and he still.
You think he?
Mm-hmm.
Are you implying he did something wrong by stabbing him?
No, I'm saying I'm giving the point as far as like he's in spite of all of that. What we usually see as the bar, like two-parent household, both parents working, he in a good neighborhood, and in spite of all that, he's still where he's at. So that's why I'm saying I think it's in spite of for the prison and for the if they make it, it's still
So
in
let's see,
spite.
and like no matter if you come from like a quote unquote good household or whatever, in spite of all that, you still can make the decision, or that person or child can still make that decision to end them up in prison or jail.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
spite.
because they definitely their own person.
And Ham, you're saying because of all these things that you provide to your kid, you will feel like, I guess, not responsible, but bad for your kid because you've done
Responsible.
everything responsible for your kid because you've done everything to raise your kid right.
Yeah.
Okay.
At least I think so.
Yeah.
But I don't. On this, in spite of might just work, right?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
on both ends.
It applies better.
Well, I was gonna say, just to tie it to the football example, right? And we were
Mm-hmm.
talking about just the amount of time that's not available to go ahead and shuffle them back and forth. If something were to go wrong, I think there's something to be said for that time not being there as far as like supervision. I mean, outside of the outliers, you know what I mean? Like, oh boy, having to defend itself against them twins, shit like that. Or, you just getting, profiled by some,
Wrong place, wrong time,
thing.
shit like that.
Yeah, that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But I think
So
there's something to be said about the lack of, potential lack of supervision, because you are always going, and you don't have that extra person to fill in those holes.
Would you still
okay.
say the same sentiment if there was a second person in the household, whether it's a parent or a caregiver or like an extended family member, and that child still conducted themselves with the same behaviors and still went to prison or jail, in spite of having a secondary caregiver in the home?
Like his father.
Whether it's a father, it's a stepfather, it's an uncle, yeah. Like if mom's constantly working all the time, or
What
yeah, she's
about a
constantly working.
nanny?
Yeah, that
Huh?
too. She said, what about a nanny?
Yeah, if
Who
your parents make
for
this,
the
if
Okay,
your
let's
parents,
just. Can we be honest about this?
for regular people?
I'm asking y'all. Can we be honest about this? Kids don't listen to y'all.
To moms?
Yes.
No, they listen to daddy. Yeah, daddy is the.
It's like pulling teeth for y'all.
I ain't listen to my mom.
I was good most of the time.
Now I do. Yeah, no.
Like,
I agree with that. Like,
I just want us to be on. Like, they just don't listen. Like, and I'm being hyperbolic. They don't listen the same way at the same rate as quickly as efficiently. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true.
Can we just be honest about that?
No, dead ass.
Yeah.
What you think, Cal?
I mean, I don't.
Here we go. Go ahead.
I would have to say they don't even when it's a 2-parent household, they don't, not as much.
Yeah, like they'll do it right, but it's much
No,
more
it's the
tedious.
same level at all.
Yeah, like there's levels to it.
Right.
So I'm just saying that to see if we could baseline that to say when that person ain't there. I mean, the dynamics are going to be uberly different.
Thank
You know.
Yeah.
I like my kids are not supposed to sleep in my bed, right? But when I went to go watch the 49ers, I'm on FaceTime. Daddy not here, right, mommy? We can sleep in the bed, right? No, y'all can't sleep in the bed. I FaceTime in the morning. It's mad people in the bed. We don't care. Like, and you know, and Callie, and this the honest thing about it. She get tired of saying go in your room. So just come on. I'm tired now. Come on, come in the bed. Right? Like we just know that shit happened. You know? Now she on the edge of the bed with a crook in her neck. Right? It's too many people. So you know it just happened, right? So and we just know that, right? Let's baseline that and say now you remove that person, what happens? You know? So let me ask y'all this. What do y'all think about the dad that's not there? Unadulterated, uninterrupted. What do y'all think about the dad that's not there? You could say blame, responsibility. He's a bitch ass nigga, whatever you want to say. What y'all think about the kid making it to the league? About the kid making it to jail? About the kid not listening? Good grades, bad grades, can't read. What y'all think about the father that's not there? Impressed.
I'm gonna speak because I ain't got no.
It's a nice quiet show. It's about 200 people here. You know what I mean? Like, let me read. Let me give y'all time to ponder. You heard? Turn on the AC now with the $5 says being married-minded is not the norm. Or being marriage-minded is not the norm. No one is thinking about the totality of what comes with the single mom. They just dating and smashing. Onika Sue with the $2 says 53 minutes and 2 seconds. Let the record reflect. Accountability died.
See what I'm talking about?
This one is interesting. I think this is what happens. I think this is accurate. Here's what I think happens, though. The thought process is she has a kid. I just want to smash. Right? I think that's the thought process. Oh, shoot, she got a kid. Well, I'm going to smash anyway. But the other possibilities, I think they tend to dwindle. Right? So I agree. I don't think everybody thinking about all the dynamics, but they know what they do and don't want. You know what I'm saying? On the surface. Friendsgiving, what up?
Perfect. Shit like that.
But the 100 ball says salute to the beautiful ladies. Ellipsis. And Hamp, not too much on them today. Hamp, I've been chilling. We've been talking. Callie started with me. Salute to Friendsgiving for the first 100 ball of the day.
Hey, get him, That's what I was. That's
Yo, even you gotta stand up, bro. You gotta stand up. You gotta stand up.
Put
him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
Perfect.
Y'all had time to think.
Yeah, let me give my answer first because I have to go. Um, Depending on the situation, like the dynamics between the two parents or whatever, right? And it's a lot of ifs, okay? So just bear with me. Depending on the dynamics between the two parents, depending on how the child was conceived and everything, you ain't gotta turn your light off him. Um, whatchamacallit, I would have to place some kind of blame. I know two different sets of fathers that are not there with the child. One of them is a complete irresponsible jackass, and the other one is he good people's, he's straight. It just didn't work out between the two of them, but he's still actively with the child. So for the first set of fathers, I just think they just some pieces of shit or whatever, just spraying they see it all across the daggone United States or wherever town they from, and they're ultimately just spraying willy-nilly. They don't give a damn. Ain't shit gonna happen until shit happens. The other archetype of father that's not there, I think that they, for the most part, will go on ahead and try to do everything that they can to be within the child's life, despite the fact that it didn't work out between the two parents. And I wouldn't think negatively upon that fella.
Okay. Okay.
Good
What you
night,
think,
y'all.
Ben?
Later.
All right, Cal, be safe.
For sure.
What you think, Bandita?
I okay, so I agree with Callie's second statement. Like, in spite of it not working out with the mother, the father is still doing everything to try to be in that child's life. Now, if the mom is like doing everything to restrict the father from the child's life, again, like she said, it's a lot of ifs, and every situation is different, right? And the mother is trying to intentionally exclude him or alienate him from the child, which is gonna and it causes him to just say fuck it, like I'd rather just not deal with this, because then I got to deal with her and deal with my child until they're of a certain age. Then okay, but if and I see this with my brother, because my brother has children with different women, right? And despite him not working it out with those mothers of those children, he's still an active father involved in his kid's life. Same with my stepdad, right? Like, I'm not biologically his child, right? But I consider him to be my dad. But I say that to say is that, like, he still plays an active role in his children's lives, even though he's not married to any of them. Him and my mom don't have any children together. So that's another factor that's like mitigated, or that doesn't play a role or play a factor, excuse me. So yeah, I see it from both sides, to be honest. Yeah, it depends on the situation.
Yeah, no, I got that. You think most men are fighting or doing what your brother's doing, or you think most men say fuck it?
Oh, I hope my brother ain't watching. I don't even want to say this because it's about to sound harsh, but fuck
Say
you all.
it. Say it.
I feel like my brother is as involved in his kid's life, or pushing to be as involved in his kid's life, because of my mother. And I'm not saying if my mom wasn't pushing him, he wouldn't be as involved, because my brother's a great father. But I think my mom and the girl that he did end up with lit a fire under his ass. Like, you need to, just because you didn't work out with A and B, don't mean that you ain't gonna work out with your kids. And so I would say, because of my mom, if I'm being real, my brother plays a very active role in his kids' lives.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess we look at the results. You know what I mean? Of your mother
Brother, the
pushing.
proof is in the pudding.
So,
Yeah.
okay, based in your line of work gives you a little more insight. Do you think moms are making it hard?
Hell yeah. Let me not say hell yeah. To a certain extent. Yes.
Yes.
Hard for the
Majority.
fathers.
Yeah, majority of them.
I w- I wouldn't say majority. I would say a minority of women do.
Minority. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it could be majority minority.
Yeah. I think a
Yeah.
minority of women do. Yeah.
Okay. 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 So you think, Saw, these fathers really just, you know what I mean, saying hell with it? Like, what do you say to the fathers that aren't in their children's lives? What would you say to them?
What would I say to them?
Yeah.
I would say that you should feel less of a man, to be honest. Um, but to what Bandita was saying and what Jalen was saying, like I agree. I feel like a lot of men are they don't try as hard, and then the other half just don't care. Well, not the other half, because it's a lot of active fathers. But for those two dynamics, I think that's the majority of what it is. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. You you think men be wanting their kids full time?
I don't know.
That's a loaded statement, Ham. Don't even
Yeah,
go there. That's a
like
loaded statement
I
or
don't feel
question.
like I don't feel like the majority of them wants them full time. Um, but there is few who would agree to um take the child full time, especially if it's like a boy and stuff like that, or if they're married and those dynamics. So it just it's a lot.
But you said no though, mostly.
Yeah, mostly no.
Lex, what you think about the fathers who aren't present?
I honestly don't think about them at all. But I'm saying, like, I don't know. I've been over here trying to think about it. I don't know, because it's regular shit to me. Like 1 + 1 = 2. You did this, now this, so you should be doing this. So if you're not doing what you should be doing, which is regular shit, um, it just shows the characteristic of who you are as a person. And I'm sure there's another thing in life that you're probably similar like that. I don't think it's just the children. There's another part of your life where it's similar to that same thing. So that's who you are as a person.
You know, we did this mathematical equation breaking it down about fathers who are involved, married, and all this other stuff. Sure, I don't know Sherelle here, but I think we got to a number, and Miss Fantastic was up there. Me, Sherelle, House of Hypocrites, like people was like really looking into the numbers, and it was like 33% of our children actually don't have a present father. Once you like kind of drum down the number, it's like was it 33%? No, 43%. I think the number was 43% don't actually have a father, which was lower than the 62% born out of wedlock number. You see that? You see what I'm saying? So we did like all this dribbling down. I think it was like 43% don't actually have a father present or something like that. So it's the minority, but it's not the 62% that's the trope, you know. So it's still a minority of kids. And when I look at different jackets, it's like, okay, if 43% don't have it was either 33 or 43%. Still a larger number, but at least it's a minority. But what is it? I think it's like what is it, 60% of our kids that are in fourth grade don't read at a fourth grade reading level or read at below level. What does this say about our parenting overall? Single mom, single father, two parent homes. What's you guys' overall synopsis on how we do things?
No
Shit
child left behind
overall.
act.
Yeah, I'm like that and we just need to do better. Like, We got a lot of iPad babies nowadays.
What you say? So I'll say the last thing again.
We got a lot of like iPad babies. Like I feel like we push a lot to the side, and then we also feel like the school is supposed to provide everything when it doesn't, you know?
Hmm.
Like sometimes you have to advocate for your own self and for your child.
Yeah, you definitely have to advocate for your
Yeah.
child. I say when I go to the school, it's different when mom go. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if I'm in that type of environment, in terms of like if the kids get in trouble, if there's something that should or should not be happening, just little things like. And I'm typically not kind when I go in there, like not like super like I'm not rude or per se, but like I'm there about the kids, so you know,
Yeah.
like I'm not going in there playing. I'm not trying to make friends. I want you to understand that this kid has you know,
A
Hmm.
good family
come
that
on,
cares about them.
yeah,
Yeah, you
Yeah.
got to do that because they will
Yeah.
literally tell you anything. Like, like my
mm,
son has the IEP. So it's like I have to be on top of them as far as like um the exceptions that he get, because like for the longest he was in like a special needs class, and like just being diligent into the course of action that they was taking, if that was me putting him into a private school or just finding the right school for him. Like now he's in regular classes, and I feel like if I didn't do my due diligence, then he still would have been in those small classes and they would have just been doing whatever.
yeah, like upgrading his stuff, making sure it's accounted for, and make sure his
Yeah.
progressions are there, right? So you can get out of those type of classes once you know what I mean, succeed, right? Um,
So
yeah,
yeah, you're saying like you're not letting your son fall through the cracks.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
you have to be on top of it, like,
Mhm.
because like I said, if you just let them do whatever they want to do, that's exactly how it's so easy for them to do the school to prison pipeline shit. Like,
yo, I am vehemently against the IEP stuff, so I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
It to me it's like a record.
right.
Like it's like that kid got a jacket now.
But you
Not
have,
to say I'm not speaking against you. I'm just saying me. Like I just
mhm,
really so my middle daughter, she's not like a stutter, right? She just got thinking of too much stuff at once, right? So she want to
mhm,
just like say it all. And they're like, oh well, we can give her the like a speech person. And
mhm,
yeah, it'll be IEP, and then so I'm like, oh okay, right? Like maybe just somebody yeah, she'll have an IEP. I'm like, wait, right? Just that, right? Because there's connotations. You know, people
mhm,
people ignore denotation so much. People don't care about the actual definition. They care about the accepted um how we the definition, you know, or how people see a thing. So, but we
And it follows them
understand.
all through high school.
Go ahead, Bandita. What you say?
No, I was just saying it follows them all the way. Like if your kid got an IEP in kindergarten, that shit follows them all the way through high school. So it's already
mhm,
setting the tone. This could just be a behavioral issue, but now you're putting this label on this kid. Now they're autistic. Now they have ADHD. And it's just like, let's do a little bit more assessing before we just try to put a label or a blanket on top of the issue.
Yeah,
Or on
mhm,
top
yeah.
of yeah, on top of the issue.
Yeah, the efforts aren't there for that kid, especially if they and then Bandita to your point, if they don't think that kid has representation, shit, right?
Definitely.
Because
Definitely.
the school will get money too, right? Because they get poured in.
That's what it comes down to funding. That's what it all comes down to.
Yeah.
And I
Those
see this
IEP
day in and day out with our foster kids, predominantly our African American children who are in the foster care system. They're so easily to diagnose these kids with all this shit ton of trauma or all these fucking behavior. Excuse me, can we cuss on him? With all these behavioral issues, and it's just like, no, we
Hmm.
don't gotta put an IEP on every single kid.
Yeah.
Like let's do a little bit more assessing. Like let's do a little bit a deeper dive.
Yeah. No, 100%. Um, I don't know. It's also interesting, man. The key is right. These kids need to be double teamed, right? Like you need a tag team partner to be successful in these things, right? You got to be able to tag somebody in because kids require a lot. Waking up in the middle of the night alone. So Bandita, y'all, what you think? Coach Tay, Bandita, y'all gonna have a kid?
God willing.
Listen, I've always wanted to be a wife first, and that still hasn't happened. So I don't know, but I'm hopeful.
Damn, so you want to have a kid?
Chances are slim, but I'm hopeful. I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Like I'm 40 now, so shit. It might not, in reality, it might not be a thing, and it is what it is. But I chose my path.
Yeah,
Well,
but
you look good, girl. I'm sorry, Ham.
Oh,
sorry.
Thank you.
She only because y'all got the forehead, so she, you know what I mean. She's partial to foreheads. You heard? So you say yeah though, right? Regardless of, we understand the difficulties, right? But you're saying you want to have a kid.
Yes. I do.
You know, there's no ROI on kids, right?
I understand, which is why I'm still. Look, I like to be able to get them suckers back. All right, shout out to all the mamas, but I like to be able to get them suckers back. Okay,
Yeah.
my child, I didn't have her, but she's mine. I have a K9, and that's enough.
Lady Di, what's up?
When I was younger, I didn't want kids. I was like, just so like, no, because of the things that I saw my brother go through. But I'm like, that doesn't have to be my reality, which is why I didn't put myself in positions to kind of follow in his footsteps. But yeah, when I was younger, it was like an absolute hell no. But now that I'm older, I'm like, okay, like I'm stable. Like I got shit going on. Like if I have a kid, okay. If I don't, okay too.
So you saying just like well, you ready now, essentially?
If it happens, I'm not turning away from it. I'm gonna still feel like a teen mom, I'm sure. Like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, right? Even though like I have nieces and nephews and I work around kids and with kids 24/7, it's definitely different when you have your own.
Well, you know how to do it.
Yes, of course.
So what you gonna do?
Gotta talk to your boy.
Ooh.
I'll talk to him.
Okay, we got a TMDR baby cooking.
Matter of fact, we'll do it. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a test run.
A test.
A
I'm
test run.
gonna tell you. My wife and I, we're gonna plan a trip to LA. Bring the kids to y'all house.
Okay.
For 2 days, just 2 days.
All 7?
Right, all of
Just 2 days, all right?
I got you.
All 7.
Like any of them a newborn or no?
Nah, it 4422.
Okay.
So
Get him the 2-year-old.
My oldest daughter will help y'all, so you'll be good. You know, she knows what to do. The middle baby, she
the twins.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I think y'all will be fine. Middle baby, she's pretty good. And then the 4422, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All girls, one boy. And I think you guys might make it out. Yo, if I get to y'all house on day 2 and y'all standing on the porch, that's not where y'all should be.
We may not even make it past day 1.
Yeah. Look, Bandita, you get to clock out after you know what I'm saying?
I know.
Getting off work when he get there.
Yo, this is a thing, right? Y'all probably couldn't stop me from dropping them off.
Nah, that's true.
Because if I throw them out, they cry and we bounce. I know y'all not gonna leave the kids outside in the middle of Compton, right?
Not a drop by. Instead of a drive by, it's a drop by.
Right.
Uncle Arnold got candy. These might get kidnapped in a heartbeat. They're kidnapped in a heartbeat, boy. You know. So
they make a call. They like, we got a call for you. You like, yeah, I'm already here.
I'm gonna show him the video. I'm gonna show them the video of him eating crazy straws on the panel. I'm gonna show him his shopping cart. It's all snacks, nigga. This shit is men. Oh yeah, Duke. And I got your. Oh yeah. See, if I drop him off at Mom Duke's address, I know she gonna let him in.
Mm-hmm. And feed him.
Yeah, I forgot. I had sent Arnold a bottle at his mom's house. Damn, man. That's what's up, man. Well, I think that y'all will suffer and learn. You know?
Oh, man.
Your life will drastically change. No more Instagram videos on trips and shit.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's kind of what has stopped me a little bit, like just like a sense of losing my freedom. Like I could just get up and go, right? I had a dog for fucking 2 hours and I took the dog back because I was like, no, this is too much of a liability. So like I know a dog don't compare to a kid, but also like in that 2 hours I felt a sense of like my freedom being like stripped away from me because now I gotta care for this little, and it was a puppy at that. I gotta care for this thing. I gotta put it in daycare. Like I gotta make arrangements and plans, right? And it's not that I'm not willing to do that. It's just like, okay, when I think deeply, am I really ready to give that up? I'm still like young-ish. Like I still have time to kind of like figure it out.
Well, how do you know?
I'll be 32 next Wednesday.
Okay.
Or Thursday.
You got a little time.
Yeah.
Not that
but
much.
But also the older I get, the more I'm like, shit. Okay, if I have a kid at 34, when they 10, I'm gonna be 44. When they 20, I'm gonna be 54. Like,
don't rub it in, bro.
Right.
But the older I get, I'm just like, damn. Okay, I gotta.
Listen, man. I mean,
listen.
You know, it's gonna be what's gonna be.
Yeah.
You love them to death when they sleep.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also worry, like, are they breathing? So then you don't get the same amount of sleep.
Who?
Or
that's
kid one. Yeah, kid one. You be thinking about, I need a bassinet. Nigga, all you need is a king size bed. Kids sleep in the bed. No nobody going no bassinet. We sold the bassinet for full price. Because they ain't never used that motherfucker. You can roll over. Nigga ain't no. Come on, bro. Come on, man.
And breastfeed, and then the breastfeed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They give you these unrealistic recommendations. Don't sleep with the kid on your chest. The motherfucker wake up and want to eat. That's where it's at. Come on, man. My youngest brother, this nigga is the. Y'all met him at he came to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So he always been like kind of like big, like stout. This big motherfucker, he sleep. I come back home from college, he's sleeping in my mom's bed. Him, my mom, and my dad. You want to talk about a fucking?
Wow.
I'm like, how the fuck are you in here, my nigga?
Not with both the parents.
But he been doing this since he was a baby. Like, fucking.
You grown as shit now.
He hanging off the edge of the bed. He musty. I'm like, get your So, you know.
Damn,
man. Shit crazy, man. You know? Damn, man. I think it's a blessing, you know. Now I'm gonna tell y'all now. It don't take much to get pregnant.
Oh Jesus!
All right.
It don't
take much to get pregnant, man. I'm gonna leave it at that.
It's safe sex, guys.
Well, Tay, we got your toys, baby. Ain't no safe sex.
Well, baby, yeah, it's very safe. That silicone is safe. All right, that plastic is safe. Top grade, baby. Okay, so I'm here to tell you. Yeah, I got some things to help y'all out when you're ready for it. Thanks.
No, we gotta set it up on Monday, so
I'm down for it. You know,
Tay be a special guest for the stage.
Oh Lord, it'll be fun. What y'all gonna do? Rip me a new one?
No,
Oh
no, you gonna
no,
do
no,
the
no, no.
like of the session with the stuff,
Oh, y'all want to do demos and stuff? Oh, I'm excited. I'm always excited to talk about the stuff.
and we
What y'all
can
want? Y'all gotta tell me.
you can
Yeah,
what?
we have like this stage in the Discord now for the ladies, you
Oh,
know.
just tell me what y'all want to see, what y'all want to talk about, and I can
So
get some.
make sure you get connect with Saw
Okay.
because I think her and Dr. G run it. So
Oh,
and
you
then
got
they can set it up for Monday with you, and then it's locked. So I'm gonna lock it in a way in which the guys ain't supposed to go in there.
Mm.
Well, they're
ladies.
not supposed to, but they still be trying to. But I'm gonna make it so where they won't be able to.
Mm.
So
Okay.
yeah. Interesting, man.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
What you think, Lex from Tex? Any final thoughts?
Um, other than God made Texas first and everywhere else, uh, it was a great conversation. I'm glad that I was able to make some time to come up and see y'all. It's always good being up here. And shout out to the Chiefs.
Did y'all lose this weekend?
No, we did not. No, we did not. And
Shit like that.
speaking
Shit
of
like that.
kids and football, me and mine is gonna be at the Thanksgiving game in Dallas. So you know my ticket. Look, Hemp, I couldn't go by myself. You know what I'm saying? So my price was a little hefty, but we gonna be there. Look out for my sign.
I went by myself, nigga. I had a ball, man.
I know you did. Look, the first game I did go when we played Houston. I went down there, me and my sister. But this is special that I get to take my babies, and we're gonna be all cheeked up in that Dallas stadium. Let's go.
Yeah, man. I had my ticket. I had a ticket where you go downstairs. They had sushi, turkey, all types of stuff. I mean,
Perfect.
Bandita. Any final thoughts, man? Bandita, officially, this might be risky, man. Salute to turn on the AC.
Perfect.
No, I think it was a good conversation. Yeah, I think it was a good conversation. I appreciate like everybody's insights and thoughts and like just the different ways that we all think. And we might have, the first TMBR baby. You just never know. So
Period.
Oh yeah, motherfucker.
Niggas.
Perfect.
Say what up.
Shit like that. Shit like that.
Oh,
Shit like
that's
that.
right. Shout out to y'all for that. But no, this was good. I always enjoy when we have these conversations because I feel like we need to have them. And I think I'm seeing the light more and more of how much work we've got to do as a culture, yes, but as a community and as the ladies of the community, I think we do have a lot to just a lot of reflection that will help us in moving forward with understanding what the guys are trying to say. Again, it never feels good because of how they put it or what they say, but I really think we can learn a lot from just hearing them out and taking the facts and adjusting our behavior accordingly and doing better.
Perfect.
Saw.
Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that. Shit like that.
Yeah, I enjoyed the conversation. The only thing that I have to say is do not look at the baby mom as a character flaw. Um, and yeah, that's about it.
Perfect.
You know, people coming from all walks of life, and there's general stereotypes about a lot of things. Um, I think the things we subject ourselves to, we accept them, right? Push, prove why we are not what people think we are each and every day. You know what I mean? Like I don't really have no problem proving, right? Pushing, progressing, right? And you continue to comport yourself in an appropriate way, good things will come.
Perfect.
You know? So just keep grinding and understand, like, hey, we
Hmm.
all have baggage. Baggage is baggage. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. Right? It is what it ought to be, right? Because a lot of the things that we have that we wear we put them on ourselves, right? It's better to look at them like that because you can actually deal with the things you do wrong as opposed to the things that people do to you, right? So the more shit you wear, the more shit you can fix. So I prefer it like that. Easier said than done, right? But you know, when I joined a fraternity, one thing that my fraternity always says, it's only hard but fair. And you're only facing what other men have met.
Perfect.
Right. So, and one last thing we say, members versus men, right? We have the least amount of members, but the people we do have are those ones. Right. It's always the few that are doing the right thing, even biblically. Always keep that in consideration, you know? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I got a dope show for y'all tomorrow. Be safe and do the right thing, man. Like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend and tell a friend.
And we out.
Bye.
Women's POV, a place to be heard. When it's POV, I need a word with my girls. When it's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives. Women ladies, put the kids to bed and pull up a seat. We don't judge, come up, just say what's up before you speak. Tuesday night, this our night, this might be risky every week. So let your head down, pour the wine up and get ready for the tea. It's a different outlook, trying to find out what is missing. DJ HAMP gon' let you cook to edify and not to burn down the kitchen. Relationships, kids, new women just so one, don't judge. Girl, we listening, don't judge. Yeah, girl, we listening, don't judge. Don't judge. Cause girls just wanna fight and women just wanna have fun. Women's POV, I need a word with my girls. Women's POV, Tuesday nights trying to get it right. It's just real point of views from real women's lives now.